Let me first record. Good. All right, guys, I want to thank everybody for making it out. I know for a lot of you guys, this is short notice. You just found out about this webinar tonight. Believe it or not, I don't know if you can see behind me or where I'm at. I am still in my office. So I haven't even packed up to go home yet for the night. What you're seeing on my screen is a little bit about me. I believe that it's important for you to know who's speaking to you so that you can get a feel for who I am, what I represent as it relates to my journey in owning my own business within this company. And so that you know that I'm not a flake guy and this is not some fly-by-night thing that I just happened upon, and that I am trying to get people to join me in something that is not legit, above board, and something that I 100% with everything in me believe in, right? So who am I? As you can see from this initial slide, the most important thing to me is I'm a husband and I'm a father. I'm a family man first. I 100% love that aspect of my life, which has given me the courage and the strength to push myself further than my current circumstances. I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, 4 on active duty and 4 in the reserves. And I am a special agent with the Department of Homeland Security. As a matter of fact, August 25th will make 12 years for me being employed with the Department of Homeland Security as a special agent. So why do I share that with you? I share that with you so you can see that I'm someone that has accomplished some things in my life, and that, again, I'm not just talking to you about something that I haven't done my research on, and I don't have any credibility. I grew up on the south side of Chicago. I come from a single parent household, 5 kids. I'm the oldest boy of 4 boys. I have an older sister. And growing up on the south side of Chicago in an area called Inglewood, if any of you guys pay any attention to the news, which I don't, but periodically I see that periodically on the news, I see that even here where I live in Atlanta, some of our lead news stories have to do with Chicago and that area that I grew up on the south side. CNN has done multiple live events there in Inglewood about the violence, the poverty, the drugs, the gangs, right? And that's the environment that I came up in a single parent household. And so how did I make it out of that and become a Marine and a special agent? It's because I didn't just live in the world of what I could see, but I had dreams, I had goals, I had aspirations, and I wanted to chase after those. And so a big part of me wanting to introduce myself to you and paint this picture with this first slide is really just has to do with letting you guys know that, again, I am real. And I just have made a decision in my life to live it to the fullest. I have no intention on getting to a place in my life and parking, because to be quite honest, I've done that in the past. And I realized that we are only here for a flicker, and that our objective is to improve things for the generations behind us. And so I'm very thankful because after my son came along, it got my mind thinking about, I'm not just a special agent. There's so much more to my life than this. And the reality is I desire more because I desire more for my son, right? I was sharing with some people that I have had the opportunity, and that's what I want to talk to you guys about. Life is about us being able to choose where we live, what we drive, how we raise our families. All of those things are extremely important, because what I know is from coming up on the south side of Chicago and the environment that I came up in is this, that nobody wants to stay in that environment. People are just not taking advantage of opportunities to make their dreams, goals, aspirations a reality to come up out of that. And so I'm happy that coming from that environment, I've been able to provide for my family. I'm able to do a lot of things that people I grew up with will never be able to experience, not because I'm any smarter. Absolutely not. I like to joke with people and tell people I failed the first grade. Like, how stupid do you have to be to fail the first grade, right? But I did. But looking back and connecting the dots, I tell people all the time in a joking manner, but I think there's some truth to this. Having failed the first grade, and seeing what was going on around me made me put me in a mind state that failure is all a part of life, right? And so I tell people all the time, I'm too stupid to believe that where I am is all that I am. And that's all that happened for me coming up out of the South Side of Chicago. And so I'm going to share my heart and what this is to me, what it's been able to do for me. One of the things that I'm very proud about, because I talked about choosing your life and what it is that you want out of life, is that I'm able to, again, choose where I live. I send my son to a school that's costing me $16,000 a year to send him to. He's been there for 3 years. He's just going into kindergarten. And I'm not saying that bragging at all. But what I am saying is that not even from what I do from an income standpoint as a special agent did it allow me to do that. It was because I had the mindset that where I am is not all that I am, that just because I have this title of being a special agent, that doesn't stop the fact that I want to still progress in life, want to be able to provide my son and my wife a different lifestyle, right? I didn't stop there. And so because I started my own business and partnered with this company, I've been able to send my son to this school. And for that, I'm extremely grateful, if nothing else, for me starting my own business. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about Beachbody. For many of you guys, you may or may not know what Beachbody is or have never heard of Beachbody. But I always tell people I think that you have, because Beachbody is nothing more than a company that created P90X, Insanity. They are responsible for 99.9% of the infomercials that you see every night or during the day now on your television, if you're someone that watches a lot of television, right? Beachbody is the company behind that. P90X, Insanity, T25, 21 Day Fix, those are the brands, but Beachbody is the company behind those programs and products. Long before the partnership aspect from a coaching standpoint for average everyday individuals became a reality with Beachbody. Beachbody was a multi-million-dollar company and did not need to bring on or give individuals just like us that were utilizing the programs an opportunity to partner with them, but they did. And so for that, again, I'm grateful because they have allowed us to come in and partner with them and start our own business. And they are very, very, very much recognized throughout not only this country, but the world as the fastest growing company in the world, right? They're now $1 billion company and 100% the largest health and fitness company in the world. That being said, what I love about Beachbody is that they spend about $100 million a year on advertising, meaning all of those infomercials and things that you see, they push the products out there to have product recognition, so that when I, as a coach, is talking to someone, or I have someone that is talking to me about one of our programs or something like that, it's not something that is mind blowing to people that they can't see see as being a success, right? Because people know about P90X, people know about Insanity. They know about the 21 Day Fix. These are household name programs with that produce incredible results for people, right? I like to, outside of the fitness programs, because that's all people see from a standpoint of the infomercials. You never hear Beachbody talking about the line of supplements. What I like to tell people is that I actually own my own online, quote unquote, GNC or vitamin shop, because Beachbody has a host of all natural nutritional supplements. And that's what sets us apart from everyone else. Nothing that we have from a nutritional supplement standpoint has artificial flavoring, colors, sugars, or any of that. They've been true to their word about being the number one fitness, wanting to be the number one health and wellness company in the world, but to do it from a health standpoint. And what not have this be something about revenue, but have it to be something about improving people's overall health. One of those products that we utilize is is actually one of Beachbody's flagship products. It's called Shakeology. It's an all-natural health and wellness shake. 70 plus vitamins and nutrients, has all of your daily vitamins from your A to zinc, your probiotics, your prebiotics, your omega-3s, your wheatgrass, anything and everything a doctor would be telling you that we should be putting in our systems from a vitamin or nutritional standpoint daily is in one scoop of Shakeology a day. And so I'm very happy to be a part of a company that is all about health, promoting health, and has not wavered from their desire to be an all-natural, holistic, organic company. As you can see at the top, some of the flavors just include chocolate, vanilla, strawberry. There is a green berry. It's nothing but greens. And two vegan forms of our shake, our health and wellness shake, chocolate and tropical strawberry. Here's the deal. There's no such thing as being able to grow cookies and cream. And so what I like to tell people is that if you decide that Beachbody is a fit for you and we decide that you are a fit for us and you decide to partner up with us, know that the programs and products that you're going to be utilizing are one above anything else out there, but also that Beachbody has created a system of creating these programs and products that allow people to be able to use them to improve their overall health without worrying about damaging their system, right? So because there's no such thing as a growing cookies and cream, you'll see that there's only chocolate, only vanilla, strawberry, right? Because Beachbody only believes in utilizing those things which come from the earth. And so, again, there's no artificial flavoring, colors, or sugars, or anything like that in any of our products. And that's why you see such a limited, flavoring option as it relates to our shakes. Again, we're very happy about that. That's not something that we hide and run from. We just like to educate people on when you're drinking cookies and cream, just know that's artificial flavoring. It's artificial coloring, artificial sugars and stuff in that stuff. So essentially, you're just telling yourself every time you drink some of that stuff, I'm okay with poisoning myself a little bit. Because remember that all that artificial stuff is nothing but chemicals. And that's why we're having such a major issue with cancer and things like that today. One of our other products that we're very happy about, because this just launched, was our all-natural performance line. Beachbody has come out with an all-natural performance line. It was Beachbody's mission for a number of years now to come out with an all-natural performance line to be able to give athletes, those professional athletes, collegiate athletes, high school athletes, and even everyday individuals who desire to take their fitness to another level, a product that they could utilize without having to worry about, again, harmful stuff being in it and or popping on a performance enhancing drug test. Our performance line is NSF certified. I encourage anybody to go and Google NSF, which means, again, that athletes can utilize it, collegiate athletes can utilize it, high school athletes can utilize it, and they don't have to worry about popping on performance enhancing tests because everything in it is all natural. I like to talk to people from a standpoint and let them know that this is not something, again, that I'm just here to talk to you about, but I am also a 100% success story as it relates to Beachbody, the programs and things like that. So how did I get started as a coach? That beautiful woman that you see down at the bottom on the right is my wife, Shanta Flowers. After she had my son, she was trying for months and months and months to lose weight. And so she came to me and she was very upset because she was running all the time, running. We met in the Marine Corps. And so she had no problem getting back out there and hitting the pavement and trying to get herself together. But the weight wasn't coming off the way that she wanted. She wasn't toning up the way that she wanted. And she was very depressed about that. And she actually approached me and came to me about wanting to go have surgery. And I told her, absolutely not. Have you tried everything? And she says, well, I don't know. But I said, well, go back and look. We'll figure something out, but surgery is a last option, right? Well, she came back to me and said, listen, I caught this infomercial about this program called Insanity, and I want to try it. But when I went to look it up, the company that's behind the program is named Beachbody, and they have an opportunity for you to partner with them and join them and start a business. So I told her, I said, listen, I don't want anything to do with it, but you go ahead. And in seven months, my wife lost 66 pounds. So she went from the woman you see on the left in that picture to the woman on the right, and it blew my mind. Now, I want you to look up and look to the left of your screen, and that guy at the top, you can see that's me. In that left picture, I was going to the gym faithfully. I was going to the gym 5 days a week, 6 days a week. Sometimes I worked out with a crew. I thought I knew it and had it all down packed. And I actually thought to get lean, ripped, and look like these guys look in these magazines that was fake and that they had to be airbrushed, or that you had to be on some illegal supplement to make it a reality. And my wife asked me, she said, would you do one of our programs? P90X2 had just came out. And so I was sent on an assignment to DC for my job for 3 months. And my wife sent P90X2 to me, and I decided while I was up there to do the program. And in 75 days, I lost 46 pounds, which I didn't even think I had 46 pounds to lose, but I lost 46 pounds in 75 days and ripped up from my toenails all the way up to my forehead. I couldn't believe it. And I did nothing spectacular. The program came with a fitness schedule. I followed the fitness schedule. It came with a meal guide. I followed the meal guide, and it came with Shakeology. I utilized Shakeology, and boom, I end up ripping up, looking better than I've ever looked in my life, in some of the best shape I've ever been in my life, and I haven't looked back. And so I have some other photos and things like that of people that I know, we've worked with and things like that. To get in great shape. And so I want you to see that I'm not just talking to you about these programs and products, but I absolutely believe in them because I utilize it every day. This is what I do for working out and keeping myself together. I follow one of our programs. I switch it up, but I am a 100% believer in what Beachbody can do, not only for myself, but for anybody that decides to make a change in their life, because I've seen over and over again the people that I've worked with have amazing success and reached goals that they thought was impossible. So when I'm working with people and they tell me I've been trying to lose 10 pounds for 2 years and we do it in 1 week, and people are coming back in tears and praising me, I tell them, listen, I appreciate it, but it's not me. It's the program. It's the system that you're following, right? So I'm just very ecstatic and happy, again, to be able to represent and be a part of this company, because I know what it can do as far as transforming not only people's health, but also their finances. So I want to cover some of the myths that I get all the time. I consistently get people asking me things like, what is this coaching thing all about? Is it being an aggressive salesperson? And what I'll tell you right now is I've never sold anybody anything. And people say, how's that? And you're a Beachbody coach. And I'm a successful Beachbody coach. Well, how's that? Because I don't, listen, if I have to sell you on the importance of taking care of you, I'm not wrong, you're wrong. And so I don't desire to sell anybody on the importance of taking care of themselves. If I have to sell you on, wanting to go further in your life, then that's wrong on my part, because I don't believe that I need to sell you on what's important to you in this world. All of us have dreams, goals, aspirations that far exceed wherever we are. I don't care what title you hold. Again, I've been a special agent for 12 years. And I don't say this bragging at all. At all. I've been making over 6 figures since I was 27 years old. I'll be 37 this year. And so what I tell people is, I'm not impressed when people tell me that I'm in my job trying to make 6 figures. Well, I tell people all the time, you're worth more than 6 figures. And this has nothing to do with income. It has everything to do with living your life to the fullest. And so I don't sell people anything. I help a lot of people though. And I love that aspect of what I do. I get to share with people what it is that I do as a Beachbody coach, our amazing fitness programs, our amazing products, and how they can benefit them. But on top of that, I get to help people improve their lives financially. I get to help people get out of debt. I get to help people be able to save, put money aside for their kids for college. I get to help inspire people that where you are is not all that you are. And every day that motivates me to get up and reach out to people and say, you have to see this. And so all I do is help people. I don't sell people on anything. And that's not what this is about. I'm not here to sell you. I'm here to educate you. If it is your desire to go further in your life, it is your desire to inspire, motivate, and help other people around you, then I can tell you right now that this is the company that you want to be in partnership with, because that's all that we do. Think about this. Beachbody has done two things that are extremely important to all of our lives. They took our health and fitness and our finances, and they infused them together, stuck their hand out when they didn't have to. Again, this is a very successful company without opening it up to everyday average individuals to come and be a partner with them, and said, come become our partner. And because of that, again, I love this company because they don't have to do that. They are very successful without allowing individuals like myself to come on and be in partnership with them. But because they have, it's allowed things in my life to change. It's allowed me to help others change their lives. I get people all the time that ask me, say, Demetrius, is this a pyramid scheme? And to be quite honest, I always laugh and I ask people when I'm speaking to them one-on-one, what's a pyramid scheme? Explain that to me. And I'll be honest with you guys, 99% of people have no idea what they're talking about. It's just something they heard and are repeating, and it makes no sense. And as we talk through it, they come to realize it makes no sense. Here's my example of that. Look, I just told you I've been a special agent for 12 years. At the top, and I'm just going to use my office as an example. I cover 6 states. At the top of my office, there's one special agent in charge, one. Then you have first tier, second tier managers, and then everyone else that works cases. Can I ask y'all what that looks like? Every one of us gets up every day and goes to a job that has that same organizational structure. And we're too crazy to realize that we are working in the pyramid. So we stop chasing after our dreams. We stop chasing after our goals. We tell ourselves that where we are is all that we are, that we need to get comfortable and stay parked there, instead of going and challenging the norm, getting outside the box and telling ourselves, no, man, my dreams are important. My kids are important. The generations that I will never be able to see, meet, or talk to are important to me. And the reality is, this country that we live in, the greatest nation in the world, is built on entrepreneurship. So how has that become such a negative thing? We're all, if you're punching the clock, working in the pyramid. It just is what it is. Stop convincing yourself that owning your own business is not a good thing, because it is. Who enjoys the tax breaks in this country? We talk about it and hear about Warren Buffett all the time. He pays less taxes than his secretary that he paid, that's a W-2 earner. But we keep on buying into this lie that where we are is all that we have to be. And that punching the clock means the end of it. Listen, this is not me sitting here telling you that you have to want to walk away from what you do in your job. Absolutely not. I love being a special agent. I love it. But I also love the fact that I am building something that I'm going to be able to pass on to my kids. I also love the fact that I'm building something that allows me to send my son. It's about choices, right? Send my son to the school that I desire for him to go to. Live in the community that I desire to live in. Not that I have to live in because that's all I can afford. To be able to go and drive what I want to drive and not have to go on a car lot and say, what can I get because this is all I can afford? See, I just recently bought my wife a SUV for her birthday. And I didn't walk in there and say, y'all tell me what I can afford. No, I didn't do that. I walked in there and said, this is what I want. This is what I want on it. And let's get the paperwork done. And that felt so good. And it's because I own my own business that has allowed me to do that. And so these are the things that I just want to make sure that I'm hitting home, because so many of us will talk ourselves out of a great opportunity because of all the negative stuff that people say to us or pour into us that just is not true. And we have to be mindful of who we're listening to. So is this a rich, quick scheme? Absolutely not. If you are unwilling to work your business, I'll put it like this. If you own a brick and mortar business, a Chick-fil-A, a McDonald's, and you don't go and turn on the lights every day and unlock the doors, or I promise you, you won't own that business for long. It's the same thing with this business, and that's what excites me about it. If I don't get up and put in the work that I need to put into my business every day, it doesn't grow. And that's what's real about it. If you're not doing what you're supposed to do in your business, it's not going to grow. So there's nothing get rich quick about this. There's no way to scheme the system or anything like this. This is a legit bona fide business. People talk to me about being an employee of Beachbody. You're not an employee of Beachbody. You're in a partnership with Beachbody. That means you can sell your business. You can will it. You can give it away. It's yours. You can do what you want to with your business. The other thing people ask me about is being in perfect shape. You do not have to be in perfect shape. I get that all the time. When I'm talking to people, well, I want to wait until I get, 16-inch biceps before stop being ridiculous. Listen, nobody's looking for you to be perfect. And that's most of our problem. All of this fake it till you make it stuff has caused us to be a society of fakers. Nobody's looking for you to be perfect. Be okay with taking people along the journey with you and be open and honest with people about where you are, who you are, and where you desire to go. That's inspiring. It motivates people to know that they're not the only ones out here who desire more in life, not the only ones who have struggled with something and coming out of it. So we're not looking for people to be fake. This is not about you being perfect. You don't have to be in perfect shape. You don't have to be you don't have to be perfect mentally. You just got to want to do better. You got to want to take care of yourself better. And I promise you, this business will allow you to do that, and you will grow in the process. And being a health expert, you do not have to be a certified instructor or anything like that. I do have fitness certifications because Beachbody does allow us as franchise owners to get certified in a lot of our programs. Insanity, P90X, 21-Day Fix, PIO, a number of programs we can get certified in. So I do have certifications, size. I have a number of certifications, and I do teach some live fitness classes. I thoroughly enjoy it. But you do not have to be a certified instructor to own a piece of this company. You just have to have a desire, again, to go further and want more out of your life. The other thing that I like to talk to people is that I like to tell them that about who we are. What do we do as coaches? We lead by example. We're encouragers. We are 100% entrepreneurs. I want you to get that in your mind. Again, you do not work for Beachbody. This is your business. You will be the CEO of your own business. You will own a piece of Beachbody. I also want you all to understand that Beachbody is a private company. A private company. And I like to utilize like the UPSs and Facebook and some of these other ones that were private for a long period of time. And then when they went public, how everyone who had a piece of that company made a lot of money overnight. This is not about you having to wait for Beachbody to go public, but Beachbody is, again, the fastest growing health and wellness company, not in the country, in the world. Beachbody has recently went into Canada. We're breaking into other countries. So you are in a prime position to get a piece of this company. And eventually down the road, it's going to grow so massive. I don't see them not going public. It just makes sense. And you will be glad that you made a decision to start your own business with them and get in early on this coaching aspect partnership with them. So, sorry about that. So yes, we are encouragers, we're entrepreneurs, and we're dreamers and doers. I want to encourage everybody that if you decide to start your business and partner with us, what you're going to see is that we are, as a team, extremely motivational, we're extremely inspiring, and we're extremely uplifting. So our objective is to help you reach your goals, whatever that may be. If your desire is to start making an extra $1,000 a month, we want to help you get there as fast as possible. If it's an extra $5,000 a month, we want to help you get there as fast as possible. I don't want to start talking deep about figures or anything like that, but we have coaches that are making millions of dollars a year. So it is possible for you to do that if that's your desire and you're willing to go to work. There's no ceiling here. There's no cap on your income. You can grow your business as big and wide as you desire. And Beachbody allows us as coaching partners, once we get started with them, to own up to 25 franchises. You can own 25 Beachbody coaching franchises. So your income is limitless here. The opportunities are limitless. All you have to do is make a decision and find out if this is for you to move forward with us. Some of the benefits of being a coach and having a coaching business. We get 25% discount on all of our products. That means everything that I utilize for my fitness programs, my nutritional supplements, things like that, I get 25% on, a 25% discount. I get 25% commissions on anything that people purchase through me, whether it's through my website, programs I'm helping people with, some of our bundle packs, things like that. I make 25%. But that's not even the bulk of where my income comes from. It comes from what we do as a team, something we call team cycle bonuses. It's what we do as a team. Our team benefits from what everyone does as a team for team cycle bonuses. Look, I'm not going to go too in depth in that because, to be quite honest, it would take too long and you still will walk away not completely understanding it. But just understand that there's multiple ways that we make income in our business through the commissions of people coming through our website and purchasing things, or people we're helping with fitness programs and things like that. We make team cycle bonuses. And once we make it to a certain position in our business, we also make what I call quarterly bonuses. I like to think of it as profit share. Because you are in partnership with Beachbody. Every quarter, Beachbody calculates what it took in for 3 months. So for that quarter, and then they divvy out a piece of that to the coaches who have reached a certain level in their business. Again, I think of it as profit share. You can call it whatever you want, but we call it quarterly bonuses. And so there's another way that we make income in our businesses with Beachbody. We have one-on-one mentoring training. Again, I talked about the unlimited earning potential. You do not have a brick and mortar facility that you're responsible for, so you work from home. Very low startup costs to get started with your business. And to be truthful and honest, everyone that I help get started in their business, they get started for free. They start their business for absolutely nothing. Completely earned vacations. Back in March, my wife and my son were able to enjoy a trip on Beachbody for the success that we've had in our business. We were able to go out to Cancun and spend 7 days out in Cancun on Beachbody. The year before, Beachbody took us all on a cruise. And the year before that, they brought us all down to Disney and put us up in the yacht club. Yes, guys, the yacht club. I'm talking about $600-700 a night rooms. Beachbody rented out the hotel, put us all up in the yacht club, and did some amazing things, like brought the characters to us, gave us 3-4 days of passes, park passes to go to. I mean, it was unbelievable. And anybody that's ever been to Disney World knows how expensive it is. I just came back from Orlando and Universal Studios and things like that. I can tell you that it's extremely expensive to get into those parks and hotels and things like that. We were able to do that for free. And that, again, that's something that I'm very excited about. You can become a part of an incredible community of coaches. These are just some pictures of some of the things, again, some of the trips we've been on, some of the Success Club trips, the moments that we've been able to enjoy, some of the relationships that we've been able to build. Us and our team, we become like family. So it's been extremely amazing for us and what we do. One of the things that I want to make sure that you know is that when you get started in your business and you decide to partner up with us, that you're partnering up with a winning team. We are all here to support and encourage one another. And so, as you can see, we call our team Team F.I.T Factory. And we have developed a training system for all new coaches that start their business to come on and be able to learn and win right away. This is just a screenshot of the front page of our training system. We call it F.I.T Factory University. As you can see, we have a start here, something we call Coaching 101, and we just go through the gambit of making sure that you understand how to win in your business immediately. And so you're not having a lag time. And so that when you're helping other people start their businesses, the same thing, they're not having a lag time in understanding and learning how to make their business grow. And so, again, understanding you're going to be partnering up with a winning team, a team that is very successful. We do some incredible events. Success Club, I just told you guys about. We have something that we call Super Saturday once a quarter that we do, where all of us in the area come together as far as coaches in our local living area. We come together, inspire, train, help one another to go further in our businesses. We have something called Coach Summit that takes place once a year. I like to think of it as our national board meeting. It was in Nashville, Tennessee this year. It will be in Nashville, Tennessee next year. It's something that I tell all business owners to make sure that you get to. Go to your board meeting, know what's going on in your company, in your business. You own a piece of this company. Make sure that you understand what it is that you have your hands on and how amazing that this is. So we have a lot of training and things like that, just again, to make sure that everyone understands and is consistently being put in a position to win in their business. I talked to you all about why I started my business. Again, some of the things is just to have choices. I talked to you about me being able to send my son to the school he goes to, me being able to drive what I desire to drive, live where I want to live, being able to contribute to those things that which are important to me, my church, my community, and to be honest, to be able to dream again and to help other people be able to dream again. That's important to me because as a special agent, I had gotten to a place in my life where I had stopped dreaming, where I had thought to myself, coming from the south side of Chicago, no father in the house, 5 kids, a single mom, having to dodge gangs, drug violence, and all of the nonsense that I had to endure coming up, and had risen and made it to a title that holds a lot of weight with anyone you talk to when you start saying, I'm a special agent, I'm a federal agent, right? I had gotten to a place where I started to believe the hype. And I had stopped, even though I still had these moments where I had these dreams and things that were on my heart, in my mind, and right in the pit of my stomach. I just wasn't acting on them. And it was because I had stopped dreaming. I stopped pushing myself to chase after those dreams. And what this business did was allow me to recapture that. And so if nothing else, again, I'm ecstatic and thankful for that my mind is where it is today and that I continue to push myself to go further. I want to talk to you now because if you haven't been thinking about this, you should. What's the income potential as it relates to being in business for myself and having a part of this company? Some of the ranks that you see along the side, I like to think of it, I'd like to tell people it's just a way for Beachbody to track the success that you're having in your business. So it's like anything, even brick and mortar franchises. You don't think Chick-fil-A tracks the success of store to store to store? You don't think McDonald's tracks the success of store to store to store? Racetrack? Absolutely. They do that. And the reason that they do that is because when it's time to pay out those bonuses and things like that, they need to be able to fairly be able to pay out the bonuses to those stores that are doing well, better than other stores. It just is what it is, right? That's all that this is. It's showing you. You have to change certain ranks to be able to increase your income in your business. And we'll talk more about that when you decide that this is right for you, so we can go into detail about how that works and how we help you get there and help you get there fairly quickly. But these are some of the income potentials in this business. I can tell you that you see 10-star and above. Well, I can tell you that it only talks about 10-star there, talking about the $12,000 a week and the $624,000 a year. I can tell you I personally know coaches that are doing way more than that. Again, that's so far-fetched for people to believe that I tell people start small, make an extra $1,000 a month. That's where I had to start for my belief to kick in. And then I got there and was like, oh crap, this is real, right? And so start wherever you need to start to help yourself understand that my business is real and that I can put in a lot of effort to help myself increase my income and go further. And lastly, I like to talk to people about who is this business for? What is it that you desire? What is it that you want out of life for yourself? Unlimited time for your family, financial freedom, following your dreams and your goals, your passions, officially becoming your own boss. It's up to you. For myself, I just desire to be free. I don't want to be chained in as it relates to having to stay in my job. So if I ever decide that I'm done and I've had enough of being a special agent, I want to put myself in a position to be able to walk away from that and not have it have to be because I can't retire till I'm 57, because that's our retirement age. I don't want that. And I'm having a lot of fun as a special agent. But if I get to the point that I said, okay, I've had enough, I want to be able to come into this office, pack my things up, and tell them it's been great. This was a dream of mine, but I didn't stop dreaming. I chased after something greater. And because of that, I'm dreaming past where I was in my business. And now I'm able to go out and do other things. Maybe I want to travel the world, go do some missions or something like that. I'm not sure. But if it gets to that point, I want to have that option. So this business is for anybody that has dreams, goals, aspirations that just simply want to go further. You have to really have a passion for where you are in your life and who you are, and understand how powerful your life is. And understand that we only get this one life. It's going to be over so fast, and you're just not here to simply exist. So I don't care if you've been in the military. I don't care if you're an office manager, a teacher, a doctor. It doesn't matter. If you have a dream and desire to go further, then this business is for you. And for those of you all who are in the military, I tell all of you guys, start your business, because you not only can start your business, Beachbody has so many amazing things for those guys that were in the military that it just makes it all worth it for you to start your business on top of just the average individual starting a business. And again, as I have an opportunity to dialogue with some of you guys outside of this, because I don't want to stay on here too much longer, we'll talk about that for you guys who are in the military, who see an opportunity for yourself, and we can have an opportunity to meet to get you set up. All right. So guys, that's my spiel. Again, I want to open it up for questions. Please feel free to unmute yourself, and feel free to talk to me about what it is that we're doing. Anybody? Any questions? Please feel free. I know somebody got a question. Go ahead with your question. No one, no questions? Are y'all serious? Listen, I like to think I'm good, but I'm not that good. No questions. All right. So listen, here's the thing. If you were invited on here by someone, they invited you because they see something in you, because they believe that you would be a good fit for us and us a good fit for you. And that at minimum, they needed to be able to share this information with you to educate you on what it is that we do as Beachbody coaches. And so please, please, please do me a favor. Please get back with that person. And that coach, that if you have people that are on here, get back with them. Find out what it is that they're at. I tell guys all the time, listen, if you didn't come into this with some skepticism, you weren't serious about what it is you were coming to take a look at. I was skeptical when my wife first told me about this. I had a lot of skepticism. And it wasn't until I started getting in the trenches with her and started working this business that I saw it was real. And so my biggest hurdle was getting over myself. I'm a special agent, like seriously. But then when I saw what she was doing income-wise in this business, it made sense for me to say, snap out of it. Like, don't let your title define your life. So get back with that person that invited you on. Again, they see something special in you. And coach, get back with the person that you invited on. Maybe they don't feel comfortable asking me a question that they'll ask you. But here's the thing. This is your time. I promise you guys, I'm an open book. I'm going to tell you anything and everything, the good, the bad. I'm going to tell you it all. Because you need to know that, again, this is not some get rich quick thing. This is a bona fide legit business. And if you are making a decision to partner with us and own your own piece of Beachbody, we're expecting for you to want to go to work because we want to go to work on your behalf. I do one of these webinars every Thursday. Why? So you don't have to get on here and do the talking. I'll do it for you. And as you grow, you can learn and grow with us. But we can help your business grow immediately.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
When would you be doing this video thing again?
Next Thursday. I do one every week.
Oh, I was looking behind me. Okay. So I would love to have my husband listen in the next time.
Yeah. I do one every week.
And you say you don't have to go out and, I guess, recruit, or you don't have to be like a salesperson. Then how does that work? Because that's what I thought you had to do.
No, I simply share with people what I do. Listen, this is not about what a lot of us don't realize. And this is what I started to realize as I started to work my business was there's people suffering in silence. There's a lot of people that have titles that look fancy and whatever they're driving, look fancy in the neighborhood that they're in and things like that. And they are seriously suffering and hoping somebody's going to come to them and say, you should take a look at what I'm doing. And that's all I do. We got a ton of people on this thing tonight simply by me saying, come take a look at what I do as a Beachbody coach. Listen, it may be for you and it may not be, but still come and take a look for yourself. And what I've realized is that people want more. They want to go further. People aren't content where they are. Listen, this is what I teach a class at our church, at my church with the youth, young men. And one of the things that I've realized when I talk to them is that that's been our biggest disconnect as adults with our kids. Listen, they see the way that we live and they go, this is some bull, because their minds can't fathom that's it. You telling me that this is all that it can be? Because we are teaching our kids to play it safe. And I tell people all the time, be quiet and pay attention to what they're saying and how they're going about things. It'll encourage you to push yourself to go further, because they don't have any limitations on what it is that they desire to achieve and want out of life. And so as adults, we need to do the same. And that's all that I do. I passionately tell people I'm a Beachbody coach. And I get people all the time to say, what is that? Come, let me show you. Come find out. Have you? And I don't have a problem telling people, you heard P90X and Sandy? Yeah, I own a piece of that company. You don't think people see those infomercials? You don't think that makes people go, what? Like how? And so what I do is simply slow the process down. I talk to them, make sure that they understand that I'm going to be providing them information, but I'm going to do it in a systematic way to help them be able to make the best decision for themselves, right? So that's how most of the people ended up on here tonight. It was me doing in a systematic way things that we teach you guys. Again, you won't know it all up front, but when you start working with us, when you start your business, we will work with you to make sure that you understand how it is we go about helping people. We do not sell people anything. This is not that type of environment. Our team is not like that, but we love helping people. And so I tell people all the time, I'm not asking, this is just rhetorical. Most people that I know, I say, hey, have you ever used drugs? And people will go, yeah, but why are you asking me that? So who introduced you to that? So we don't have no problem talking to people about something negative. And people that we love. Listen, it wasn't outsiders that were trying to introduce me to getting high and things like that. And I'm just utilizing this as an example. It was the people closest to me, family members, friends, people that said they cared about me, all right? We have no problem talking to one another about negative stuff. But when you start talking to people about how to go further and push themselves to live their dreams, goals, aspirations, live life on a higher level, all of a sudden there's something wrong with that. I don't have no problem talking to people about that because I'm talking to you about something that is positive. But I see it every day. You see every day you can turn on the news and see some group of young kids that everybody's going to jail because one of them decided to get everybody together. Come on, we're going to go do this robbery. And one person goes in, robs a place, shoots somebody and kills them. And all five of them going to jail, right? It's the most negative things. But people will talk to one another about negative stuff, but won't encourage and uplift and talk to one another about something positive. And this is something positive. This can allow your kids to never, listen, I don't have any desire for my son to ever know what it feels like to go hungry, to ever know what it feels like to go without electricity, without running water. These are things that I had to endure growing up. And so my objective is to make sure that I put something in place because I can't leave him Homeland Security. I don't own that, but I own this. To put something in place that he can have that's going to start him and off a whole lot further than I started, and that it can be something that snowballs to where his kids have it better than he had. That's our purpose in this life. That's the objective of this life, and that's what a lot of us miss. We miss that. Everybody's running around trying to figure out what their purpose is. This is it, to improve things for the generations behind you. But we're so self-centered and self-focused, we do this. We put on blinders, and if it's anything that causes us to have to get out of our comfort zone, we don't do it. We don't push ourselves to go any further. And I tell people all the time, you can only go as far in life as you're willing to grow. Well, with this business, we work with you. It's about personal development. We encourage you to push yourself outside of your comfort zone. And if you are willing to do that, I can promise you the income is going to come. It's going to come rapidly, and you're going to be amazed at who you become in the process. And I'm only telling you guys this from experience. Again, I had to get out of my comfort zone, to get comfortable with the fact that I have coworkers that laugh at me and things like that. But I tell you what, I walked off the car lot with this brand new truck for my wife, and I walked into work today, and my coworkers were like, dude, how can you afford that? Yeah. Because I'm not worried about what people are laughing and saying, chasing after a title. Because what I know is, again, I have no desire to walk out of here. If I stay here to 57, I ain't walking out of here and working for nobody else. That's ridiculous. But I see it every day in my career. I see guys retire every freaking week and walk out of here having to go find another job. And that's sad. Because we will not take advantage of opportunities like this that exist. And so that's my spiel. For all you guys that I invited on, I promise you I'm going to reach back out to you. I don't want anybody walking away from here feeling like any pressure. I want you to make this decision to do this for you because you desire to go further and feel like that Beachbody and partnering with myself and my team is a good fit for you. Again, this is not about selling you on anything. It's about educating you. And I hope I've done that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, good job.
All right, guys. I appreciate it. Any other questions, please? Again, I'm telling y'all I'm an open book. I don't want y'all getting off of here and I got the coach that invited you calling me talking about he said or he said. I'm going to tell you. So anything, ask me.
I guess for me, my biggest thing is, sometimes I can be, what's that word? A hermit, antisocial. How do you go about doing the business that you're doing if you tend to be more of a loner?
You got to grow. Listen, I told you I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm not gonna feed you any nonsense. Listen, this is not about getting you into anything. It's about helping you understand what it is that we do and who we are, so you can make an educated decision for yourself. Listen, I am by nature, I love people, but my wife will tell you I like to tell people, I said, I don't even know if this is real, but I'm a sometime extrovert, but I'm extremely introverted. I like to spend time by myself. I typically stay in my office at work and work by myself. I don't eat lunch with everybody. That's just who I am. And it's not personal, but I've had to grow myself. How do I do that? One of our number one vital behaviors in this business is personal development. So I had to realize I am a business owner. So I cannot not interact with people. But man, I gotta tell you that after a while, I started to go, this is kind of cool. Because I get to nothing ever comes out of it. I've met some amazing people that I would have never met because now I'm growing myself to now, even when I'm standing in line getting a coffee, turning around and saying good morning to people. How you doing, man? Where you on your way to? Stuff like that, man. You'll be amazed that people don't talk like that to one another. You know what I'm saying? So people don't interact like that and things come out of that. I met a guy yesterday at Dunkin' Donuts. Y'all know y'all like the fitness coach at Dunkin' Donuts. I was actually just getting a coffee, but I met this guy at Dunkin' Donuts and true story, man, the guy's talking to me. He's like, man, you look great. Like, man, I wish I could get in that type of shape and, to be young again. And I just said to him, how old do you think I am? And he said, I don't know, like 24, 25. I said, no, man, I'm 37. And he was blown away. So I said, no, man, I'm 37. I said, and I'm a Beachbody coach. He said, well, what's that? You heard of P90X Insanity? Yep. I said, listen, man, I help people get in shape by utilizing our programs. And he says, the fitness program. I said, yeah, man, but it's not just fitness programs. All of our programs come with a nutritional guide. We have amazing supplements. Listen, that guy says, how can I get in contact with you? I said, you on Facebook? Yep. He sent me a friend request, bought a fitness program for me today. I met this guy yesterday. It's like the funniest thing. And I tell people, I said, man, I just have gotten okay with telling people what it is that I do. People have to make a decision for themselves if it's something they're interested in. All I said to the guys that I'm a Beachbody coach because he made a comment off of looking at me and saying that he thought I was in good shape. You're going to have to work on yourself. And that just is what it is. You can't go through this world. You can't go through this world not talking to people. Try it. Let's see how far that gets you. I don't care if it's in your marriage, your kids, it don't matter. If I go home for the next week and don't say 2 words to my wife, I can promise you that the next month or so is going to be damage control. You can't go through life like that. So what we teach people is work on yourself. And we have a system to help you do that. Whether it's personal development audios, books, we encourage our whole team to listen. You can only go in life as far as you're willing to grow. And many of us can tell you about what's happening on Scandal, Empire, or the latest, greatest sitcom. But people can't tell you what's actually going on in them. Listen, we spend so much time drowning out who we desire to be by placing our attention on nonsense that we don't spend enough time pouring into ourselves. And so I tell people, turn the TV off, and y'all heard of Eric Thomas, and go get and Google ET. Go listen to Eric Thomas for 15 minutes. It'll make you not want to go turn the TV back on. You're like, I'm going to work. It's time to go get it. Because you start to realize that I matter. My dreams matter. And listen, I don't know who on here believes in God, but I do. And all I know is that I ain't here just to simply exist. There's a purpose and a plan for my life. And many times we're the ones that shut that purpose and plan down. Nope. I don't care what color your skin is. I don't care where you live or grew up. None of that stuff matter. We let that stuff be a hindrance to us, right? I was in Cancun, and I don't mean for this to be offensive. I just want to share with you guys. I was in Cancun with my wife, and we get there to this Beachbody event. Beachbody has rented out the resort. Y'all don't even understand me. My mind was blown. I'm telling you, I came back off this trip and said, I'm making it my mission to educate everybody I know and people that I come into contact with about what this business is all about. So I get out to Cancun and I get to this resort, and Beachbody has rented out the resort. And I'm like, this is amazing. And I ain't talking about some shabby stuff. I'm talking about like 5-star all the way. It was amazing. And again, I'm not encouraging anyone to drink or anything like that. I just want to preface this, but this is a funny story because I get to the room and my wife says, I'm so thirsty. Give me a bottle of water out of the refrigerator. I'm like, is you crazy? That one little bottle of water is going to cost $5. It's a store down the hall. Back in the lobby. I'm going to go get some bottles of water from there. So I'm telling her, when the guy comes to bring the luggage, tell them to clean the refrigerator out so I can have somewhere to put the water and stuff, the snacks and stuff I'm going to go get, right? Well, as I'm talking to her saying this, she opens up the door. It's the guy with the luggage. I say, hey, man, can you do me a favor, clean? He said, for what? I said, because I want to go down to the store. He said, don't do that. Beachbody paid for everything in there. He says, and they made us pull out all the cheap liquor. So he pulls out this side of this, on the side of the refrigerator was this drawer, but when you grab it and slide it out, it's nothing but liquor bottles in there. And he goes, and that's all premium stuff. And I don't drink like that, right? But I'm like, man, that's Patron and all these names you hear about stuff. And the dude tells me, you can invite as many people over here. Y'all can drink every drop of it tonight. We're going to replace it in the morning when we clean the room. I'm like, what? People are missing out on amazing paid vacations. Like, I'm like, man, how cool is that to be able to take your family to Disney World for free? Like, oh my goodness, right? Like, amazing. But on top of that, I get out there, and this is a part that might offend some of you guys, and I don't mean to. I just want to be honest. I get out there, and there is 6,000 Beachbody coaches and their families. And here's what hit home with me. It made me extremely sad, but it's not Beachbody's fault. There may have been 15 blacks. But here's what I know that I can do. I talk to everybody. I don't care what your skin tone is, your religion. Listen, we are here in our team to push love and acceptance. I talk to everybody. But the reality is, I know a lot of people that are black. So I reach out to them and say, we got to stop being silly and got to start taking a risk on ourselves. So anyway, that being said, that's my spirit. You're just going to have to grow. There's no getting around that. You got to grow. If there's nothing else, guys, again, I hope, again, that this has been somewhat this information has been somewhat educational to you. This opportunity exists for all of us. On my team, though, I'm not gonna sugarcoat this. We have created an amazing environment, and we will keep it that way. Again, we are extremely inspirational. We're extremely positive. We're helping one another grow. We have created this environment of family and an amazing community. And so again, if you aren't a right fit for us, we will let you know that. But if you decide that we're a right fit for us, and you want to be a part of what we're doing, this amazing journey, don't wait. Jump on board with us. It's a very simple process to start your own business. And I promise you, we are going to help you grow. My wife and I spent thousands of dollars of our own income from Beachbody to build that training system so that our team could win and win immediately and understand what it is that they have in the palm of their hands. And that's the reason that I wanted to show you all that front page so you could see for yourself just how amazing it is. It would be for you to join our team and become a part of what it is that we're doing. Guys, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for taking time out of your Thursday night to spend with me, to allow me to be able to educate and pour into you. And again, seriously, I hope that you got some out of it. And I hope that you will get back with the coach that invited you on, and vice versa, coach, get back with them, and that you see an opportunity for yourself to be a part of this amazing journey with us. All right, guys, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.